Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I am Kathy Brown, a registered dietitian, yoga teacher, and fourth trimester fitness instructor. And I thought I'd change things up a little bit today and give you a little preview of some of our Halloween decorations. And that's because it's September, so in my brain, it's fall, even though it's not officially until towards the end of September. But the reason I'm in front of the fireplace and I have my cup of tea here is because I want to get a little bit chatty with you. And so I thought I'd find some place comfortable. And this is one of my favorite places to just sit and read. So I thought I'd just get a little cozy and chat with you about a really important topic to me. So go ahead and grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee or your favorite warm beverage and find a comfortable seat and let's get chatting. So today I am drinking Earl Grey, which is one of my most comforting cups of tea ever. Even though it has caffeine, there's something about the flavor of the black tea with the bergamot and all that that's just so comforting to me. And I have it in my little drop by for a spell Halloween mug. So all that aside, I'm going to try to keep this topic light, but it might get a little bit heavy. I'm hoping not too crazy. But today or this month's topic that I want to talk about is Alzheimer's awareness. And that's because it's a very important topic to me. I haven't talked about it a lot in the social space just because I've been doing my own research and kind of figuring out my own stuff with it. I have had multiple family members with Alzheimer's pass from it, and through all the research that has been coming up and all that and genetic testing and all of that amazing stuff, I'm finally kind of grasping how I personally like to approach kind of brain health and kind of prevention of all these kinds of things. And so I would just like to share that stuff with you today. As I mentioned, there's a strong history of dementia and Alzheimer's in my family. And so this is something that I take steps to make myself as healthy as I can to prevent these kind of things. And so I just want to first start off with talking about some of the research, and then I'll get into a little bit more about kind of what I personally do and I guess what I encourage any of my clients or anyone who works with me to do. That being said, I do not, promote my own lifestyle to anybody else. I share the research. So whatever I do is what I choose to do and my personal journey, and that can look different for anybody else. So I just want to put that out there and say, do your own research. I'm here to share with you what I know, but you should never let anyone tell you what to do, right? You should always do your own research and figure out the best things that work for your lifestyle and for your family. So in terms of some of the research, there has been a lot in the last 5 to 10 years. There's been a lot more research on brain health. So this is different from mental health in the way that we're actually trying to keep the organ of the brain itself healthy, whereas mental health tends to surround the chemicals, the hormones, and the emotions that go along with mental well-being. So brain health is, again, specifically the organ. So we've learned that there's these plaques and stuff that actually develop in the brain, and that has been kind of one way that researchers have been able to potentially predict Alzheimer's risk or dementia risk. But there's also these lovely little caps that sit on the end of our DNA called telomeres. And if you think about them kind of like the plastic caps on your shoelaces, it helps to prevent your shoelaces from becoming untangled. So these telomeres actually do the same thing for our DNA. And over the course of a lifetime, the telomeres get shorter. And so what I'm not a researcher, but what researchers have seen is that the shorter the telomeres, the more increased risk for dementia. And so I guess what science is kind of looking into now, or at least I haven't seen anything come of it yet, is how to maintain the length of our telomeres. We have some ideas, but from what I've seen, nothing is super, super concrete, and we haven't figured out a way to reverse that aging process, to reverse shortened telomeres, to lengthen them. What we can do is slow down the shortening of those telomeres. So that's kind of what I'm talking about today. So there's many different aspects. I need to keep drinking my tea. I'm going to forget, and then it's going to get cold, and that's not good. So lifestyle can play a really big role in this. It starts off with, just total body health, your physical health. Are you moving your body daily? It doesn't have to be, intense, high intensity interval training workouts for an hour every single day to be beneficial. It's just moving. Are you moving a little bit, 5-10 minutes every hour? Changing your position is also important. If you sit all day, try to stand. If you stand all day, try to sit. If you sit or stand all day, try to walk around for a few minutes every hour, every couple of hours. All of these things play such a big role because it has to do with moving the blood throughout your body. If you're in one position for too long, the blood starts to pool, and when the blood pools, you're not getting nutrition to the rest of your body. And when you're moving, you're literally pumping the blood out of your muscles, in and out. You're helping your body do that. And so when you do that, that nutrition is getting flushed through all the muscles. You're using up all of the vitamins and minerals and carbohydrates and proteins and fats that you're consuming, which is one reason why people who exercise more or are more active eat more, is because they're using up all of those reserves a lot faster. So moving your body is huge. It's bringing oxygen to all of your bodily tissues, your muscles, your brain, everything, and along with that, all the nutrition. So with movement, movement is huge. Another one is your nutrition, of course. So things like, there's a lot of buzzwords that fly around today, but the thing that the vast majority of all of these buzzwords have in common, and what all of the research and the science points to, is number one, eat more fruits and vegetables. That is, the ultimate. So the healthiest, longest lived people with the least disease eat around 9 to 11 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. That is, it sounds like a lot. It's not that crazy though, when you think about the fact that 1 cup uncooked or a half a cup of cooked vegetable is 1 serving. So if you have a big bowl of veggie soup or a big salad, you're probably already getting 5 servings of your produce right there. 1 medium-sized banana is actually counted as 2 servings. So if you have a banana with your breakfast, Or as a snack, there's 2 servings right there. So it's really not as insane as it sounds. However, most Americans are still not even hitting the minimum of 5 fruits and vegetables a day. So that is one thing that you can do today to start helping your health, is to eat more fruits and vegetables. Take it slow, focus on the ones that you like, and focus on adding things. I'm a huge proponent of adding, not taking away. This is not a diet mentality of, oh, I can't eat my favorite cookies anymore. I can't eat a muffin for breakfast anymore. No, don't worry about that. Add a piece of fruit to your breakfast. Add an extra serving of vegetables to lunch. Add an extra serving or 2 to dinner. And before you know it, when you start adding those things, it starts to crowd out other things. And it just happens. So try not to focus on the removal, but focus on the adding of all these delicious fruits and vegetables. Optimally, aim for fresh or lightly cooked or steamed. Obviously, fried veggies are kind of negate the purpose. Dried, canned, frozen are all good, especially if you live in an area where it's hard to access fresh produce. But yeah, any way that you can get fruits and veggies in with no added salt or sugar is ideal. So we've talked about exercise, we've talked about nutrition. Another really important aspect that I'm gonna finish with this one, because there's a lot more research out there, and I encourage you to go read the Blue Zones if you haven't already. It's a really common, popular kind of book in this area of longevity. But this one in particular is really important for our world in the last 2 years, 2020, part of 2019, depending on what part of the world you're in. And it has to do with community. And this is where it could get a little bit heavy, but community is so important for us as humans. And I feel like our world has gotten a bit more divided in terms of he said, she said, and all of this kind of stuff. And it's really intense. And I really feel like we all need to just kind of step out of our own lifestyle for a second and understand where other people are coming from. And the reason for this is because we need social connections, not social media. Social media is great. I love it. I'm clearly part of it. But we need physical, in-person social connections. And I understand that right now that's not possible. And I haven't seen the vast majority of my family in over 1.5 years, almost 2 years at this point. And it hurts. It hurts. It's really, I mean, I have a daughter that they haven't even met yet because of all of this. And that's for safety reasons, of course. But the importance of finding people that are in your comfortable bubble, that you're gonna keep everyone healthy, maintain those connections. If you care for someone as a friend or a family member or a loved one, maintain that connection. It's so important now more than ever to have strong connections with people, emotional connections with people, because we're all so apart right now. Science is working on it. It just takes time. And the more we can maintain these social connections, the better. The reason for this, tying it back into my topic today, is that having friendships, deep, meaningful friendships, is actually one of the lifestyle factors that can actually reduce your risk for dementia and Alzheimer's. And the reason for that is because of the connection, the sharing of ideas. We are social creatures. Like humans are extremely social creatures. Our history has been very tribal and very needing of community. If you've ever had a child, you understand that they say it takes a village to raise a child, and it does. Because if you're one person or even two people and you have to maintain your household and raise a child, it's very hard. You need help to either watch the child while you make dinner or cook or clean or whatever, or you ask for help in those departments. There's no way that you can do everything on your own. And so that's why having a community is so, so important. It makes you feel part of something. It helps you to have a reason for getting up every morning. It helps you to feel needed and loved. And we just need more of that in our world today. Those topics are huge. And so all of that comes down to exercise, nutrition, and community. And those three things can and have shown in the research can help reduce risk for dementia and Alzheimer's. In case you weren't aware, September is National Alzheimer's Awareness Month, and which is why I'm posting it now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the chat, the little fireside chat. Let me know if you like this style of a video. I'm happy to do more. I actually really enjoyed it. It was really nice to have a cup of tea and feel like I'm just talking with a friend. So that is all I have for today. I have a couple more videos coming out this month because it's also National Yoga Month. So I will be doing a little yoga class. And then I also have, it's folic acid awareness week in the middle of September. And so because folic acid is a very important nutrient for pregnant women, I am going to be doing a separate video on that. So more to come, very excited. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day and you get out there to move, enjoy the crisp, cool air of fall, enjoy the bounty of this time of year's harvest, all of the apples and squash and kale and delicious, all the green beans and everything. So I hope you enjoy all of those things. And don't forget to have a moment to connect with someone you love, friend, family, anything. Connect, share those meaningful connections, and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.